If you're a parent of a rising senior, this is the summer where the college process starts to feel very real. The students who are least overwhelmed in the fall are the ones usually starting the process now. You do not need to have everything figured out this summer, but there are absolutely a few things I would start now. Let's see what those things look like. Okay, the first thing your child should be doing is finalizing their college list. So they should be moving from a broader list to a more focused list and make sure there is balance there. So I don't advise any student to have very few schools on their list, the likes of Duke, Stanford, and Princeton. I think it's important for your child to maintain a balanced list where there are definitely schools that they have a higher likelihood of getting admitted to. So in order to narrow this list down, this summer is an ideal time for you guys to make campus visits and tour campuses in person. They can also tour campuses virtually. They can do research on things at each school, including programs and majors. And now would also be a really good time for you as a family to discuss the budget. The things that your child should be looking into include things like admission rates. What are the requirements to apply to those schools? What are the deadlines for application? Do they need to submit a test score? And what kind of merit scholarships are available at that school? Keep this in mind. A strong college list makes every other part of the process much easier. Another thing that your child should have on their radar is starting the Common App. So a student can create a Common App account today. They do officially open for business on August 1st, but most of the things that your child is going to put in the Common App now before August 1st will roll over. These include things like their demographics, their activities, their coursework, and any honors that they have from their academics. Sometimes these little details take longer than expected, so it's really nice to have this part out of the way. And it's also nice for them to have someone like you to double check that their information is correct. The next thing your child can do this summer is start working on their essays. Their essays should start with brainstorming and not writing. They need to have time to process and create some stories from their lives, some experiences. They need to think about their values and their interests and their strengths. Good essays are going to be personal and reflective. And I also want your child to know that not every essay has to be some huge dramatic story about them saving part of humanity. There are a lot of students doing a lot of ordinary and extraordinary things, and they all can write a very good essay. If I had to give one piece of advice about the essay in general, it's that your child should write the essay about them, right? They want their voice, their point of view, their values to come across. It should not be about what they think colleges want to hear. Okay, next up is the activities list. So right now, your child can take a preliminary inventory of the activities they've been involved in throughout high school. This list actually has a big impact on college admissions. So you could make a preliminary list, you could develop a master resume. You want to track the things that you did in each activity, including anywhere that you grew, you improved, you made an impact, you took initiative. You want to track the amount of time you spent per activity. It's going to come down to hours per week and weeks per year, which are actually sections on the Common App that you'll need to fill out. And you can include anything that you've done outside of school hours, starting with the summer before freshman year. Let me give you a short list. A job, a sport, a club, anything you've done for volunteering in the community, and family responsibilities. Those things all count. You could also consider things like hobbies and research as well. So think outside the box a little bit. Everything counts. Colleges really just want to know how you spend your day-to-day. I would advise talking to a family member or a friend to kind of remember all the things that they've done since the beginning of high school. Okay, lastly, let's talk about testing and about recommendation letters. So if your child does not have an SAT score or an ACT score that they are very happy with, there is still time. So make sure they get registered for summer testing opportunities. I think it is safe to register all the way up through the October test dates to submit your final test scores to your colleges that you end up applying to. So register now to guarantee that you have a spot. Then I would also take practice tests, go over your practice tests, looking over the mistakes that you made and reading through the explanations and trying again. Prep is very helpful for these tests, and a good test score makes a big difference in college admissions. And then briefly, let's talk about recommendation letters. Your child should be asking for recommendation letters as soon as possible before the end of their junior year. They should ask in person and they should follow up with an email thanking the teacher and also including pertinent information that will help the teacher write a personalized letter of recommendation. I will have a video coming up very soon about that very topic. So if these tasks seem a little bit daunting or overwhelming to your child, I created a workshop that I'm offering early on in the summer that is called College Application and Essay Summer Workshop for Rising Seniors. So this is a great workshop. It is 2 days, it's virtual, and I'm going to tell you, we talk about how to fill out the Common App. We talk about how to write great descriptions for all of the activities you've been involved with, and we heavily brainstorm for your personal essay. So it will help you come up with those perfect stories or moments in time that you're going to write about to share with admissions officers. Students in years past have told me that it's given them a lot of momentum finishing up their applications long before they have to head into senior year, and so they feel ahead compared with their peers. And so that is my goal. I don't want students to feel overwhelmed in the fall when they have sports, marching band, other activities going on. They want to start their year off strong academically. Putting all of these pieces in place in the summer just makes everyone feel less stressed. And that is my goal for families as well. If the Common App and Essay Workshop for Rising Seniors sounds like something you would like to have your child participate in, I'm putting a link in the description. This is a 2-day workshop. I have limited spots so that I can give each student personalized attention, and it will just make your child feel better that they have some of these items begun and even some of them checked off completely. So if you have a rising senior at home, now is the time to get organized and start building momentum before senior year even begins. Check out my link in the description and follow me for more college tips.